Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Saturday, and thank you so much for talking all things Masters of the Universe, or all things Trapjaw. Because today on the channel, guys, we're going to be looking at the history of Trapjaw throughout the years, of 40 years of this amazing, iconic villain that's in the Masters of the Universe. We'll look at all the versions of Trapjaw for over 40 years, from his vintage 80s version to now is up to his Origins versions and MasterVerse versions and CGI line. All right. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos, and please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at Trapjaw. Of course, Trapjaw being an iconic villain. And today on the channel, guys, we'll look at his 80s version, his 2000X versions, and all his Origins versions today. And tomorrow, we'll end the series, or part 2, with his MasterVerse versions and his CGI versions as well, and Funko Pops as well, because there's quite a few Funko Pops that's come out with Trapjaw. Okay? So here, I'm going to give you a little wide shot. And there's so many versions of Trapjaw, you know, and he is so popular, you know, especially in the Origins line, that he got two fan favorite versions: his normal version and his mini comic book version. And we just reviewed his normal version yesterday. And the funny part was that his mini comic book version came out first, before his original look, which was just a couple days. I just found him a couple days ago. I mean, love him or hate him, this is an amazing figure. And for over the years, 40 years of amazing versions of Trapjaw that we have received, you know, in the Master of the Universe, it's crazy. Of course, I can't even fit all of my versions of Trapjaw, you know, on my table here. I still have this version of Trapjaw here. There we go. And of course, we have his Revelation mini comic book version right here in the packaging. But we will look at this version of Trapjaw and the other versions of MasterVerse versions of Trapjaw and CGI tomorrow. All right. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get some of these guys out of the way. All right. We can start the video. Now, I did not include Cronus, because even though Cronus is Trapjaw, it's not Trapjaw. I'm going to do this Trapjaw only. And I only have the only one Cronus I have, of course, is the double pack with the Keldar figure. Alright, I think we're good here. Okay, even Steve Austin, I have Steve Austin's, you know, Trapjaw right here. Alright, let's start off with the iconic, the first version of Trapjaw that came out back in '83. And once again, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics for this amazing book. And if you're curious about this book and what and it's this book right here. It's called The Toys of the Masters of the Universe right here. Now, I'm not being sponsored. I'm not being paid by Pixel Dan or Dark Horse Comics. It's just free mouth. This is an amazing book. So if you are interested in getting this book, this is a very cool book. And it's a beautiful, well illustrated, beautiful pictures. I mean, amazing throughout the years that. From the vintage line, the Princess of Power line, to 2000X line, class, it goes up to the point where the Origins begins. So unfortunately, there's no Origins figures here. But I do hope that Pixel Dan, you know, will make, you know, a second book with the, you know, all the Origins figures, MasterVerse, CGI, you name it. But here's old Trapjaw right there from '83. There he is, the iconic version right there. Of course, the same vintage weapons, and he does come with a ring, and there is the packaging. And some little fun factoids about Trapjaw. His original working title was X-Man, if you can see that right there. And the fact that he was supposed to have a mechanical hand and a hairy chest. So some early concepts that, and I'm kind of curious that maybe they should have done that with the new Eternia version of Trapjaw, you know, for the Masters line. I think that would have been a nice little treat right there, and very interesting, unique, you know, if they would have included that hairy chest and that mechanical hand for Trapjaw. There he is, front to back, side to side. Very cool. All right, let's move on to the timeline to his 2000X line. And there was two versions of him. Of course, came out in 2003. There's old Trapjaw again. Now this is one, I would love to see, a 2000X Origins version of Trapjaw and the whole 2000X line. I hope they will do that for us collectors. Seeing as I feel like the cartoon collection, the Filmation style, to me is killing it. I love the 2000X and the Filmation line, and I really do hope that Mattel will give us, the 2000X Origins line of figures. Of course, there is in the packaging. What a really cool version of Trapjaw here. But we're not done yet. We did get a repaint, or I guess this mini comic book version came out the same year. All right. Awesome. What a cool version. It's also interesting in the back of the packaging is that even though the repaint you see in the front of the packaging, they still include his normal look, his blue skin look. There's a little wide shot right there. Once again, if you are interested in getting this book here, it's called The Toys of the Masters of the Universe. You can find it at a Big Bad Toy Store, any place, Barnes & Noble, I think, eBay, if you wish. All right. Now moving on to our first Origins figures. Of course, we have the vintage one, and I'm going to include the vintage version and the fan favorite version together because it's the same exact figure. But here's the figure itself. There he is, and here is his first part of Wave 2, I believe. Of course, we just looked at his original fan favorite version, which I just found at Walmart. So there we go. So there he is in the packaging. He has that iconic look. Amazing looking version of Trapjaw here. The only difference in the package, just slight differences in the packaging, as we know, because you have the fan favorite, logo in the corner right there. But the same exact amazing figure. The detail looks great. All right. Same comic as well. But the only difference is also, as we know, between the fan favorite and the original version that came out, since 2020. I cannot believe in just a few months it's gonna be 5 years since. Well, I guess it's already been 5 years if you count, the Prince Adam, He-Man 2-pack. I think the Comic-Con or PowerCon exclusive that came out in 2019. It's been 6 years. But being the first retail, right out of retail came out in 2020. So roughly, it's almost been 5 years, a 5-year anniversary of this amazing product. And I cannot wait, for more figures to come out. I'm looking forward, from the Thundercats line, more Turtles of Grayskull line, the cartoon collection. I've seen images of She-Ra's 40th anniversary packaging. Looks absolutely beautiful with Hordak in the front of the packaging, and the Grayskull, it looks amazing. I cannot wait, to see Ram Man and, Mantana. Those images of She-Ra looks absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait. And I'm hoping, that we get more hope it starts with the Princess Power line as well. So 5 years, it's going to be amazing, to as collectors, But here's Trapjaw. I'm getting back to Trapjaw. Sorry. But there he is. In fact, let's turn around the packaging real fast. So here we go. So it's pretty much the same packaging. I just showed you this yesterday. So real quick. So beautiful artwork right there. There's the cross-sell of the original version that came out back in 2020. And his more recent 2024. You can see it right there. I always think that Trapjaw is, to me, one of the more, the Mount Rushmore of evil bad guys under Skeletor's rule. Beastman, Evil Lyn, Trapjaw. Merman. You can also fit in like Triclops as well, you know, as being the standard of pure evil, you know, in the Masters of the Universe. All right, but moving right along, we have, of course, his mini comic book version that came out, part of the 40th anniversary, came out in 2022. Right here, there we go. There he is, right there. There's old mini comic book version of Trapjaw, a very different take on Trapjaw, and I gotta say, a very cool looking version of Trapjaw. Compared to his, you know, his standard version. Of course, they kept that iconic little like you can put the string, little notch right there that you can put the string in and have them glide down. You know, the play sets. You know, and one thing I didn't notice, you know, is that of course the mini comic version is more humanized in a way, kinda, with the arm, because in the original version he's got that notch right there, that you know, mechanical, you know, I don't know, what do you call it, mechanical gear, I guess, and this version does not. So to me, I'm getting more of that, you know, like more humanized version of Trapjaw in the mini comic version over his, you know, his standard version. Even with the legs too, the legs are standard as well, more humanized, more like Cronus in a way, you know, in my mind, you know, in my eyes, you know, with a hint of cybernetic, you know, components with the mini comic book version. But very cool. I like the fact that also they kept the, you know, mechanical mouth right there. So very, very cool. What a cool looking version of Trapjaw right there. Of course, look at the packaging right there once again. You got the fan favorite version right there that we got first before the original version, which was kind of cool. And we got the 40th anniversary sticker in this version. It came out in 2022. All right. Put back around to the back. Some absolutely gorgeous artwork right there. And you can see the cross-O is slightly different. You do see some slightly different figures from both packagings. Alright, very, very cool. So what is your favorite version of Trapjaw, you know, in the comments below, you know? The 80s version, the Classics version, the 2000X line, the Origins versions. You know, MasterVerse has produced some great versions of Trapjaw. CGI had a very unique version of Trapjaw. You know, came out. You know, are you looking forward to the Thunder? If we do get a Thundercats version of Trapjaw. All right, moving right along, we have, of course, the Turtles of Grayskull Mousejaw figure from Origins here. So we get the packaging right here. There we go. Which was a very different take of Trapjaw, taking, you know, the Mouser figure from the Turtles and combining him with Trapjaw to come out with this really cool, you know, version, this mini, you know, I think this was of course, a Target exclusive. I know that because I think the Target exclusive have the metal botto. So if I can get the camera down a little bit better. There we go. So I think all the Target exclusive Turtles of Grayskull deluxe figures have the metal botto figure included, and the other ones, you know, like you know, Krang and, you know, Mossman and Merman were all a Walmart exclusive. So Leatherhead from the Turtles of Grayskull line should be coming out very, very soon. Will be a Walmart exclusive, and the Rocksteady Bebop Two-Bop figure is a Target exclusive. But Trapjaw, what a cool looking figure here, very unique, with the mouse jaw, you know, blaster right there, you know, cannon right there. And the cool part is, of course, is that you can pop this mouse figure and make him his own little unique little, you know, mouser, you know, which is really cool. Keeps that iconic articulated mouth. But one thing I will say is that they removed that notch, that, you know, that really cool, you know, little notch you can put the string in, that, you know, Trapjaw is known for. But very cool looking figure. The packaging looks beautiful right there. Got the mouse jaw right there. There he is in the packaging once again. And he also has, you know, weapons from, you know, for the Metal Botto figure with more of the Roboto weaponry. There's old Mouser right there. All right, and there he is. Beautiful packaging. And I do believe he was the first deluxe figure to come out in the Turtles of Grayskull line. But what a cool looking figure. Look at that. Beautiful artwork as always. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright. Moving down the line to one of the, probably one of the more coolest or you know, figures in the Origins line. What I'm talking about, of course, is the Cartoon Collection version of Trapjaw. So there he is. There's old Trapjaw right there. Let me get the packaging right here. Look at the detail. Look at that. I mean, right out of Filmation. I love it. I absolutely love it. The look looks amazing. Like, I love the fact that they include, you know, an item, you know, a very, you know, specific item from the show. And I think it's this, what is this called? Oh, Eternium Rock right there, which, of course, if you remember that episode, you know, he bites into it and he gets enhanced strength, just as strong as He-Man, and he takes on He-Man. Of course, it wears out, but what a cool, I mean, everything gorgeously done. One thing I would have liked to seen with this version of Trapjaw, and I think there was an episode where he had a fly swatter, I think, or like a crossbow. And if they would have included that crossbow with this version of Trapjaw, I think that would have been a nice touch. For the, you know, because normally Trapjaw, of course, comes with 3 iconic weapons to change out and force, but they only have the 2 right here. Because I think this is, for the most part, this is what you saw in the Filmation cartoon. But I think I remember a couple episodes that, you know, Trapjaw had a crossbow, or like, no, yeah, it was a crossbow, I think. And if they would have included that, it would have been amazing. But the detail of Trapjaw here, it looks beautiful, it looks amazing. Articulated mouth right there. Everything, you know. What an amazing figure right here. Awesome. Of course, the packaging right here, you know. Got the 80s Adventures, you got the He-Man, the Master Universe Filmation style logo. Trapjaw, evil and armed, you know, for combat. You got the Filmation style Grayskull, and there he is in the packaging. I mean, beautifully done right there. Amazing figure. Like the entire cartoon collection to me is nailing it to me. You know, I cannot speak highly. You know, this is what a great line here, and I hope it will continue. I really do. All right, flip it right back around to the artwork right there. You can see that the double-edged sword right there. You can see him taking a chunk out of that, you know, Corsite, or no, I want to say Corsite, Eternium Rock. And that would be another thing I just noticed too. You know, you got Merman right there, of course, and here's He-Man. If they would have included those glowing eyes, like another head sculpt, you know, with this version of Trapjaw that you can switch out, you know, make it more menacing. You know, if you're a customizer, maybe you can find a way to do that, to have some glowing eyes with Trapjaw there. I mean, I think that'd be a nice touch. You know, if you are a customizer and you in your loose collection, I think that'd be a really cool, you know, thing to do with Trapjaw. But there he is right there. Of course, the cross cell with the other figures, the cartoon collection. All right. Of course, I'm going to end the video with a very, not Trapjaw, but with Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, of course, in this universe, in the Masters of the WWE Universe, Trapjaw is Stone Cold Steve Austin in a way. So here he is, part of the final wave of, you know, that came out. You got Stone Cold Steve Austin right there, the bionic rattlesnake. And you can see he has that Trapjaw-esque feel to him with the, you know, with the mouthpiece right there, the bottom half of Trapjaw's, you know, mouth right there. His, of course, his iconic, you know, arm right there, the bionic arm right there. Even the legs as well, you know. Compare it, like if you put the, you know, the vintage version next to Stone Cold, you can see, you know, he's got the same as, you know, legs as Trapjaw. Everything about Stone Cold here, even the belt. You can see the belt with the crossbones right there. Everything. You get that Trapjaw feel, which is really cool. All right. Back around. So there's a Stone Cold right there with his But there you go, guys. There's a little taste of all my Origins figures of Trapjaw. Like I said, I cannot wait for more Trapjaw to show up. I do hope that we get a 2000X version of Trapjaw in the Origins line. I'm looking forward to the Thundercats version of Trapjaw if we do get one, and many more figures from Origins from Trapjaw, MasterVerse, and everything to come out. All right. There you go. A little more shot right there. Alright guys, I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos. And tomorrow, we'll be looking at the MasterVerse versions of Trapjaw, his CGI versions of Trapjaw, and Funko Pops as well. So I hope you guys have a great Saturday, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care. And have a good one, everybody. Oh, and just, I'm sure everyone knows this, but if you are new to the channel or in the Origins line, every version right here, you can mix and match, you can transform, you can come up with some very unique, very cool versions of Trapjaw, in your collection, in your loose collection. I mean, your imagination, is you can go wild with it, with these incredible figures. All right. So, I hope you guys, once again, have a great Saturday. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.